everybody, and welcome back to Four Idiots on a Podcast, where you never know what's gonna happen. As always, we got me, Josh, CJ, Aiden, and Connor, and today we have a little bit of a different topic today. Today we're gonna be talking about Don't Criticize, Condemn, or Complain from Dale Carnegie's book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is his first principle, so CJ, tell us what it means in Dale Carnegie's terms to not criticize, condemn, or complain.
Alright, so I chose to break each of these up and create my own definitions. So one, the definition not to criticize, refrain from pointing out faults or failures in others, as it can lead to defensiveness or resentment. Two, the reason not to, or definition not to condemn, avoid judging or expressing disapproval of others' actions or choice, which can alienate them and hinder communication. Then finally, don't complain. Steer clear of expressing dissatisfaction or grievances, as this can create a negative atmosphere and affect morale.
Beautiful. Thank you, CJ. Now, Aiden and Connor, now that the listeners have an understanding of what it means to not criticize, condemn, or complain, let's dive deeper into the chapter that talks about this and give the audience a little bit of a summarization of what all that was talking about.
All right, so in the first chapter of How to Win Friends and Influence People, Dale Carnegie focuses on the importance of showing genuine interest in others to build strong relationships. He explains that people crave appreciation, recognition, often valuing feeling important more than material rewards.
Also, definition, Connor. Carnegie also shares to illustrate this idea, such as a businessman who won over a tough client simply by listening and caring about the client's needs. He emphasizes techniques like asking questions, being a good listener, and remembering names, since using someone's name makes them feel valued. The chapter also highlights the power of a warm smile to make others feel comfortable. Overall, Carnegie sets the stage for the book by stressing that empathy and genuine interest are key to winning friends and influencing people, both personally and professionally.
All right, guys, thank you. That was a beautiful explanation as well. So now, hopefully, the viewers, you guys have an understanding a little bit about what that chapter was about. You're kind of turning your minds and gearing into that. And if you don't understand it still, we're going to give you guys two scenarios of a good criticism and bad criticism. So let's cut to that skit. As we see here, I think you should invest in the dog tongue scraper.
No. No. There's not gonna be nothing. You're done.
No, so like, you know how humans have tongue scrapers, except it's for a dog. There's a lot of profit margin.
No.
And if you just give me the time
you're
to
fine. You're done. Get out.
wait.
No. You're done. I don't want any more to deal with you.
Sorry.
I'm fine.
That wasn't a very good example. Let's see what it would look like if it was good criticism.
So as you can see here, we have the dog tongue scraper. You're asking yourself, why would I ever use this? I'll tell you why. So many people have dogs. So many people have dog shelters. This will revolutionize dog health genetics. The dog tongue scraper, think about it. A human uses this all the time. So what will it use with a dog? As you can see here, this is our projected cash flow for the year, $1 million. So I mean, people are already wanting this product. It's a product that's going to scale, already fly off the shelves that we don't have demand for. We just need the money, the resources to build it. We're going to make this product for $4.5, sell this product for $10. It's an average profit of $5.05. So we're essentially scaling our product by 55%. And 1,000% asset management. That's my pitch. What do you think?
How many sellers have you had?
So like I said, we already have enough to do $1 million in sales.
So you've already
so far.
put it on the market for your product.
Correct.
You've already had views.
Yeah.
And have you had any negative views?
Well, the thing is, we haven't actually shipped any of these products out yet.
Okay. So people want them, but they haven't tried them yet.
Correct.
Have you used them?
Yes, we ourselves have tested them, and we've given them to shelters, and they've wrote us great reviews for us.
And then what are they made out of?
So it's like a metal tongue scraper, so it's just like anything like that. It's super rough but durable at the same time because the dogs have the thicker rubber tongues.
And And then are these in stores and online?
No, not yet. We do have a store ready to get launched online, and then we have retail partners such as like Target, Walmart, and Fred Meyer's and other things
So
like
it's
that.
gonna extend other than pet stores?
Correct.
Guys, I don't know what else to say. That was a great pitch. I can get back to you in 2 to 3 business days. Thank you.
Close from right there. The supervisor saw the potential of what his product could be and worked with him and ended up making the company a lot of money again in both promotions.
Right. That skit is just one example out of thousands that can show you the difference between good criticism and bad criticism, and the difference between making or breaking your company.
Now, if the listeners at home were thinking, Josh, how is this relevant in today's world? I will tell you right now, one word, election. Aiden, take it away.
Absolutely, Josh. With the presidential election happening this year, the Republicans had to make a choice of who they wanted to represent their political party and to run this year's election. With this came a lot of criticism from candidate to candidate to try to prove to their voters/supporters that they were the right choice. Nikki Haley was running against Donald Trump and had an interview with the Today Show, and she threw a lot of criticism at Trump. CJ, I know that you have looked into this interview with more depth. Could you give the listeners more information on what happened during this criticism?
For sure, Aiden. As I've had time to look into this, I found a part of it that was really summed up how she felt about her opponent, Donald Trump. This is just 2 paragraphs from that article that I will go ahead and read. It states, Nikki Haley defended her past support for Donald Trump while criticizing both him and President Joe Biden as diminished. She argued that Trump has changed since 2016, labeling him as unhinged, suggesting that he no longer respects the military, and Haley emphasized her own calls for accountability during her time in Trump's administration, asserting that her past support was not unconditional. As she campaigns, Haley aims to present herself as a viable alternative to both Trump and Biden, citing polling that suggests she performs better against Biden in a hypothetical matchup. Despite trailing Trump in the primaries, she insists that the race remains competitive and vows to continue fighting for the GOP nomination, positioning herself as a candidate focused on saving the country rather than her own political career.
Thank you, CJ and Aiden, for your further knowledge on this topic. This is crazy. Not only did she criticize Trump, but she also criticized Biden, calling him diminished and unhinged. And obviously Trump came out as a Republican nominee, so obviously her criticism failed to work as the way she wanted it to. But again, this is just one ways of the form of criticism that goes on in our world today. So yeah, crazy stuff. What time is it? Let's see. 53. Whoa, it's that time already? Jeez. Oh man. Alright, well let's get this show wrapped up today. Connor, send us home.
Will do. To recap our talk today, we talked about Dave Carnegie's first principle in his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. The principle was don't criticize, condemn, or complain, and we gave you guys some definitions and a recap of the chapter along with a couple explanations in the real world and a personal explanation of what to do and what not to do. Today, we are going to end our show by each of us giving testimonials of how learning this principle will change our lives and how we will act differently. Until then, this is 4 Idiots on a Podcast signing off. See you next week.
Alrighty. So here's my testimonial about don't criticize, condemn, or complain. I think as I've realized this and researched this topic, I've changed my own life in realizing that in running my own business and managing my employees, instead of beating them down, just kind of put them in the right direction, and making sure that they're doing well and asking them about themselves, so not criticizing them and building their confidence up. So yeah, that's Josh Reinhardt's take for you.
Hi, my name is Aiden, and my testimony about the don't criticize, condemn, or complain is just if you're going to criticize, make sure you've got facts to back it up and give good criticism. Anytime you get bad criticism, you give a hostile work environment or hostile friend relationships, and ultimately could just drive down production of a business or even a friend group. If you're trying to do group projects or stuff along those lines, it could make the group not want to work with you because you're not giving good criticism, you're not backing up what you do in an instance. And don't complain when results don't go that well. It happens, it's life. You just gotta take the punches and move on with it. That's my analysis, and we will move on and see you next week.
My name is CJ Cottle, and my testimony is don't criticize people without having some good constructive criticism to give. Bad criticism just leads to a hostile work environment and will actually ruin your personal relationships with coworkers or friends. So.
I'm Connor, and my testimony is don't criticize unless you're gonna be chill about it. Because if you're not, then people just don't want to work with you. They feel bad about you. They don't like you, and it doesn't create a conducive environment to being productive.